Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa and I am finally returning from a very long, like 5-month hiatus. For those of you that were subscribed this whole time, thank you. And I'm very sorry I disappeared. It wasn't intentional, but you know how life gets. It got a little hectic. I ended up going back to school and stuff just kind of happened. So, long story short, I go to school about 18 hours away from where I'm originally from, and yeah, I can only pack so many things. And one of the things that I really didn't pack a lot of was my makeup, and I did not have time to film videos. But I think I have a better schedule. Starting now and going into the rest of my school year. I am back home, as you can maybe recognize from my bedroom, but this is obviously only temporary. I do go back to school in January, so the videos I'm filming today will be posted a few weeks after my filming date. Anyways, so let's get into the first video I am filming back, and of course it's one of YouTube's favorites, Project Level Up. So Project Level Up was started by Sofie Alexandra here on YouTube, and it's a mix of like pan that palette, no pan left behind, and pan those eyeshadows. And so we start with level 1, where you want to use every shade in the palette once and hit one pan. Level 2, you hit every shade, or you use every shade in the palette twice, hit 2 pans, and so on and so forth. Most people stop at level 5 and go back down to level 1. I have a couple different ways that I've been thinking about kind of tweaking this, because I really do like the idea, and hopefully I'm showing you kind of what my makeup spreadsheet looks like. Basically, my overarching goal is to get at least 25% pan in my entire eyeshadow collection. That's my like long-term but also short-term panning goal, right? Because eventually I would love possibly to finish all of my eyeshadow, but that's a stretch, and that's definitely not something that's going to happen in the next few years. So as you can see, it's kind of color-coded right now. Red means that I'm not exactly close to where I want to be. Green, if you can see, if my super shocks, is that green is what we're striving towards, and so it's a scale, okay? And so there's a couple different ways that I was thinking about revamping this project for me. The first one was to do it the normal way, which is do one level 1 palette, one level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. The second way, hopefully I'm again showing you that, that little footage there, is that I've tallied all of my palettes, okay? And I broke down how many levels I can cover on that one palette. I hope this makes sense. And so I would like to do level 1 on all of my palettes that can complete level 1, which is all of them, except for my Super Shocks, but that's not really a palette, so those don't count. So if I can cover level 1 in all of my palettes. Once all of my palettes have hit level 1, I would move on to level 2. All the palettes that can hit level 2, I would hit level 2, move on to level 3, then 4, then 5. Hopefully I have a breakdown of all of those. If I remember the numbers, let me pull them up here. I have 109 palettes. I believe that includes all of my singles. I might have mixed my singles into one palette, and then I'd like break it down sporadically to do like these levels, and I'd kind of do like a BYOP. Basically, I have 109 palettes that can possibly hit level, like I can do level 1 in. Level 2, I have 102 palettes, and it goes down from there with, I only have 21 palettes, only have 21 palettes that can hit, like I could use and hit 5 pans to complete level 5. So that was the second way that I was thinking about doing this. And the last way of tweaking it, I was thinking of doing kind of a reverse, I don't know what to call it, but like a reverse gradient. So I would do 5 level 1 palettes, 4 level 2 palettes, 3 level 3, 2 level 4, and 1 level 5. So that's what I'm kind of teetering between those last two. I'm mostly interested in what you guys think. If you're interested in doing it, if you're interested in seeing me do it either of those two ways, let me know in the comments. And if you want to just see me do it the regular way, also let me know, because I am rolling in 5 palettes today. So let's get into the roll-ins. Okay, so I filmed my Tiny Decisions wheel, so that should be going right now. And then I realized that I only rolled 3 palettes in, so I did it two more times, but I didn't film that. So let's go through the palettes from smallest to biggest that I will start level 1 on. Again, if you want to see that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 gradient, these will be the starting 5. If not, I'll start with these 5 palettes, and if you want me to do all of the level 1s, these will be the starting 5, and then we will just continuously roll in palettes until I complete all of the level 1s. And if you want to just see the regular way of seeing the project level up, I don't mind doing that either. Just tell me which palette you want me to focus on, or maybe I'll still complete all 5 and then just go to 1 level 2 palette, 1 level 3, and continue that way. So, from smallest to biggest palettes that I've rolled in. The first palette, the smallest palette that we rolled in, is the Flower Beauty I can't even say it. Flower Beauty Petal Play in the shade, or in the theme In Bloom. This is what mine is currently looking like. I hope you can see the one pan in this first shade, which I believe is called Stardust. And so I will have to use all 4 of these shades one time and hit 1 pan. My guess at the moment is that I will hit pan in this one, which I believe is called Brown Sugar. But I do like the pinks. I think they're pretty, so could be one of those. Maybe I'll see if I can use one as an inner quarter highlight, because that's how I hit pan in this one. The second smallest palette that I rolled in is the Sephora I Love in the shade Light Warm Eyeshadows. And it looks like this. Now, I did pan one of these, I think for my level 4. I think that was Deep Cool, or maybe Light Cool. I'm pretty sure it was a cool tone version of this palette. This is pretty neutral. It is quite nice. This is a nice matte setting shade, but if I recall, these are really deep palettes. So I probably won't focus on this because it's like Too Faced hard pressed like that. So I probably won't focus on that one. I will probably end up going for one of these shimmers, but we'll find out, I guess. The third palette that I rolled in the video is the ColourPop Misunderstood palette. Now, this one is actually a Franken palette. It's like half empty, but all these shades are Frankens or from other palettes that I was like trying to minimize my collection. So I ended up making this. If you can see, it's all shimmers except for these 2 mattes. And yeah, like I said, they're kind of Franken shades. Some of them are original to this palette, and some are just original to ColourPop. And the last 2 palettes I didn't film, but I did roll in, so I'm going to count them for now, is the Natasha Denona Midi Glam palette, which currently looks like this. So far we have a couple new palettes that don't have pan in them, and I would like to hit pan in all of my palettes. Probably won't happen this year being 2024, not the 1 month left in 2023, but we know this is a beautiful palette. I might go for the transition shade and just use this to set my lid. I am currently working on a transition shade, but I don't know. I kind of want to hit this one. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. So far we have a fair amount of neutrals rolling in, which is great, except I do want to start my Pan That palette for next year, which is also neutral. So, well, at least these are getting out of the way, and then hopefully I can work on these in December, and then by January, when I start my Pan That palette, we'll be good to go. And then the last palette that I rolled in is a previous contender in this competition, in this project, and that is my Juvia's Place The Nubian 2. This was my level 5 last year, I think, or earlier this year. I think it was like February. So I do currently have 5 pans in this palette. Then I'm probably going to go for one of these 2 golden shades, and yeah. Alright, so that's it for my first video back from my impromptu vacation. Please let me know in the comments if you want to see me do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 version, or all level 1s, or the regular way. I don't mind whichever way you guys want to do it, but I want to do whatever's going to be most enjoyable for you. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you want to see how I do with this project and any other projects that I'm going to start for 2024. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.